HCF of any two consecutive HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, it is always 1. HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, HCF is always 1. For example, HCF of 31, 32. 31 and 32 are consecutive natural numbers. HCF is 1. HCF of 91, 99, 100. HCF of 91, 99, 100. 99 and 100. 99 and 100, they are two consecutive natural numbers. Consecutive natural numbers, HCF is 1. 1 with any natural number, again the answer is 1. HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, HCF is 1. HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, HCF is 1. Fourth point, HCF of any two consecutive even numbers, HCF of any two consecutive even numbers, HCF of any two consecutive even numbers is 2. You take any two consecutive even numbers, HCF will always be 2. Why it is 2? Why above should be 1? Everything we will discuss once I discuss congruent modulo theorem. HCF of 4, 6. 4, 6 are two consecutive even numbers, so it is 2. HCF of 24, 26. HCF of 24 and 26 is again 2. HCF of any two consecutive even numbers, any two consecutive even numbers, HCF it is 2. HCF it is 2. HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, HCF of any two consecutive natural numbers, it is 1. It is two consecutive natural numbers, it is two consecutive even numbers. It is two, any two consecutive even numbers is 2. Suppose, next one. I hope it is clear. Some important key points. Any two consecutive natural numbers is 1. Any two consecutive even numbers is 2. Suppose if it is HCF of 15, 20. HCF of 18, 27, 36. HCF of 36, 48. HCF of 36, 48. HCF of 36, 48. What if the numbers are not co-prime to each other? What if the numbers are not co-prime to each other? What if the numbers are not co-prime to each other? How to find the HCF of the given numbers? What if the numbers are not co-prime to each other? Make them co-prime. HCF of 15 is 5 into 3. 20 is 5 into 4. Common number is 5. Take 5 out. 5 of HCF of 3, 4. HCF of co-primes is always 1. So 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. Again, HCF of 18, 26 and 45 let us take. HCF of 18, 26 and 45, which is 9 twos are, next is 9 threes are, next is 9 fives are. 9 is common, taken out. HCF of 2, 3 and 5. 2, 3 and 5 are co-primes to each other. Co-prime numbers HCF is 1. 9 ones are 9. 9 ones are 9. I hope it is clear. Same like what we did it in LCM. First we will understand the definition of HCF. Then we will solve some very high quality problems. HCF of 36, 48. 12 into 3, 12 into 4. Take the factor common out. 12 is taken out. HCF of 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4 are coprimes. So 12 ones are 12. 12 ones are 12. If the numbers are not coprime to each other, make them coprime to each other. 5 3s are, 5 4s are. Take the factor common out. Take the factor common out. Take the factor common out. 9. HCF of 2 3 5 is 1. Take the factor common out. Take the factor common out. Now, I hope it is clear, right? What if the numbers are not coprime to each other? Now listen carefully to every statement which I am saying after this slide. Side heading, write down. Congruence. Congruence. Modulo theorem. Congruence. Modulo theorem. Congruence modulo theorem. Now see here. What is congruence modulo theorem? First, I will take an example, then I will write the point. Suppose there are two natural numbers, 5 and 7. Hypothetically, let us assume that there are two numbers, 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are coprime to each other. Coprime numbers HCF is 1. First point. HCF of 5 and 7 is 1. Suppose I add these two numbers. 5 plus 7 is 12. If you observe, if 5 and 7 are coprime to each other and their HCF is 1, 5 with 12 is also giving you HCF 1. Am I right? 5 with 12 is also giving you HCF 1. 7 with 12 also is giving you. 7 with 12 is also giving you HCF 1. Because if 5 and 7 are coprime to each other, 5 and 12 are also coprime to each other because there is only one factor common, that is 1. 7 and 12 also are coprime to each other because there is only one factor common, that is 1. Now, let me do the subtraction. 7 minus 5 is 2. Now, if you observe, 2 and 5 are also coprime to each other. So, 2 comma 5 is 1. Again, if I do 7 with 2, 2 comma 7 is also 1. 2 comma 7 is also 1. That means, what did you realize? If I take two numbers A and B, if both are congruent under some property, here the example is both are congruent under coprimes. If HCF of A comma B, if I got a value, it is also equivalent to HCF of A comma A plus B. Am I right? It is also equivalent to HCF of B comma A plus B. Am I right? It is also equivalent to HCF of A comma B minus A. Am I right? It is also equivalent to HCF of B comma B minus A. Am I right? If two numbers are congruent under some property, if two numbers are congruent under some property, even if you do modulo addition, the HCF value will not change. Even if you do modulo subtraction and do HCF with an individual number, HCF does not change. But if I do this both, which is A plus B and B minus A, what is HCF of 12 and 2? 12 and 2 HCF is 2. But according to the question, 5 comma 7 has to be 1. It is may or may not be equivalent to, may or may not be equivalent to A plus B and B minus A HCF. A plus B comma B minus A HCF. Listen carefully to my statement. Take two natural numbers A and B. A and B. A with the addition of two numbers. B with the addition of two numbers. HCF does not change. HCF does not change if you do HCF with sum of two numbers. HCF does not change if you do with a number with subtraction of two numbers. Individual number with the addition of two numbers, individual number with the subtraction of two numbers. HCF does not change. HCF does not change. If I do, it may or may not be same. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Sometimes yes and sometimes no. I hope this point is extremely clear to you. See the heading, congruence modulo theorem. What do you mean by congruence modulo theorem? If two numbers are congruent under some property, modulo addition with individual numbers, modulo subtraction with individual numbers, congruency does not changes. Congruency does not changes. I will write neatly in the next slide. If A and B are congruent under some property, if A and B are congruent under some property, HCF of A comma B, it is also equivalent to HCF of A comma A plus B. It is also equivalent to HCF of B comma A plus B. It is also equivalent to HCF of A comma B minus A. It is also equivalent to B comma B minus A. May or may not be equivalent to, sometimes yes and sometimes no. So we will not write that. May or may not be equal to HCF of B plus A comma B minus A. Please make a note of this extremely important key point. Very, very important key point. If two numbers are congruent under some property, individual number with the addition of numbers, individual number with the subtraction of numbers, HCF will not change. I hope it is clear, right? If A and B are congruent under some property, let us take an example. Example, HCF of 15 comma 20. HCF of 15 comma 20. 15 and 20 HCF is 5. 15 and 20 HCF is 5. It is also equivalent to HCF of 15 plus 20 is 35. 15 35 HCF is 1. HCF of 15 comma 20 minus 15 is 5, which is also 1. Which is also 1. In this case, Naveen, congruency means, in the previous example, congruency could be anything where these two numbers satisfy some property. In the previous example, two numbers are co-prime numbers. So A and B are congruent under co-prime set. In the second example which I wrote, 15 and 20 are congruent under a set which is multiple of 5. Multiple of 5. So the congruency means they both will behave similarly under some property. I hope it is clear. A and B are congruent under some property. HCF of A comma B is A comma A plus B, B comma A plus B, A comma B minus A, B comma B minus A. Idea clear, right? Next important point. After this, we will solve a problem. We will solve a problem. Congruence modulo theorem. Is it clear? If it is clear,